Afternoon everybody, we're in the workshop. Why are we in the workshop? Well, we're doing something cycling related. Not actually about bikes, not actually about tools, it's actually about what's in Julian's box. Well, what's in Julian's box is a whole load of nutritional items, and I'm going to go through some of the nutritional items that I use when I'm out cycling, tell you a little bit about why I use them, and tell you a bit about what's good and perhaps what's maybe not so good. Now, first thing we're going to look at is the old energy bar. Now, this is the Clif Bar, and if you've seen one of my previous videos, you would have seen that I did an unboxing of a Clif Bar. This is crunchy peanut butter and very tasty. Very chewy, very nice, very tasty, and I like to carry these when I'm out for a long ride. So very good to give you a little bit of extra energy, not immediate energy, but good extra energy. So moving on swiftly, and we have gels. Now, I used to really hate gels. I thought they were revolting, frankly. I thought they were gloopy, I thought they were sickly, I thought they just, you know, ugh, couldn't stand them. But I have to admit, they do seem to work. Now, whether it's all psychological, I don't know. But if you're getting to the end of a long ride, you've got maybe 10 miles to go and you've got a gel in your pocket, you get it down you have a drink with it, it goes down very nicely. This is an SIS, a Science in Sport gel. Now, I've got to say, really you have to try different gels, because some of them are revolting, and some of them are truly revolting, and some of them are fucking truly revolting. So I suggest you taste various ones till you find the one you like that is only just revolting, and then stick with that. Next we have a packet of Haribo, and sorry, that was the back of it. These are Tang Fastics. Now, Haribo, what are they? Well, they're sugar, basically. They're chewy sugar, and they're a very good thing to eat on the ride to give you some instant energy. The only trouble, I mean, I prefer the Tang Fastics because they give you a little bit of tanginess and not just the sort of sweetness of a jelly baby. One thing you do need to be careful of, if you keep them in your pocket, or if you keep them in a kind of pouch on your top tube and it's a hot day, they do have a tendency to rather congeal together into a rather sticky, unpleasant mass, almost a bit like a gel. By the way, just going back to the gels, I had an unfortunate experience with some gels, SIS gels. They are in this kind of, you see that kind of floppy packet. Anyway, on about 3 or 4 occasions, I'd reach into my back pocket and I'd get a handful of gel because for some reason they had burst. Now, whether I just had a Duff box or a Duff packet of gels and that was a problem with them, not sure, but it's worth knowing. What else do we have in here? We have a SIS Go caffeine shot, and this is a liquid shot. It says reduce its tiredness and fatigue. Yes, quite useful to drink if you're getting to the end of a long ride and you need a shot. You can get them done. The only problem I would say is the design of this bottle is rubbish, really, because it's a hard plastic bottle. You put it in your jersey, it's not very comfortable. If you put it in your top tube bag, you can only fit a couple of them in. So quite useful, but I don't think I'd buy them again because I don't think the shape of the bottle makes a lot of sense when you're cycling. Here we have I'm rummaging in my box here, that's the sound you can see. This is a Trek cocoa raisin protein flapjack. You can buy these in Sainsbury's. They're very tasty, but kids, do not take it when you're out cycling. I'm not going to open the packet. I'm not opening any of these packets actually, but it's got chocolate on the top, which is very nice. Yeah, very nice. Get a nice bit of chocolate on top of your flapjack, but you don't have to go very far before that's going to get hot and sweaty, and it's going to melt in your pocket and you're going to get chocolate all over your hands. Not very pleasant. So tasty, but not recommended for cycling. Still looking in my box, and this is nice. This is honingmil, or honey, as we say in English. And I got these on a Belgium Sportive. I think I got them on the Tour of Flanders, maybe in the Ghent Wevelgem. and you can get these at the feed stops. So you dip your hand in, you grab a whole bunch of them, and if you hang on to them, they're very useful. A very small shot, 8 grams. 8 grams of honey, so not very nice, but if you can put half a dozen or so in your pocket, just tear the top off, squeeze it into your mouth. Very tasty. No, very nice idea, actually. I don't know why they don't sell them in Britain, but they don't seem to be. Looking around in my box again, this is a High Five Berry Energy Bar. Now, there are lots of energy bars on the market. Here is one. This is a Power Bar, Protein Plus Vanilla Cassis flavour. This actually says after. 3 after, it says. What does that mean? 3 after? You eat 3 of these after exercise? I'm not sure. Is it like an after 8 mint, where you eat the mints after 8? Or, and I don't know. It's 52% protein plus, if that's important to you. Never tried it. It's been sitting in my box for a while. It expires 05/2017. So it's probably going to stay in my box for a while, and then I'm going to chuck it away. So, sorry guys, can't tell you much about that. Can't tell you much about the High Five Energy Bar. I may put it in my pocket and eat it one day, but I think it's unlikely. Here we have an Visostar. You see that? Visostar Energy Booster. And this I got free at the Tour de France Sportive. 20 grams of something or other. Sorry, I can't read that. No, it doesn't actually say. So, not tried it. Might be good. Doubt if I'll ever try it. Kendal Mint Cake. Now, I went to the... where did I go? I went to the Yorkshire Dales with my daughter. Did a bit of walking. And saw some Kendal Mint Cake, and I thought, oh, nice idea. So I bought some from Amazon. You shouldn't buy it from Amazon, but I bought it from Amazon. There's a great big slab of it in here. And of course, Kendal Mint Cake is just sugar, basically. It's sugar and a little bit of mint, peppermint oil. It's very tasty. But again, if it's in your pocket, it's a hot day, it gets a little bit damp, starts to not exactly melt, but it starts to soften. And you kind of reach into your back pocket and you pull out a bit of rather soft sugary stuff. So it's tasty, it's good for energy, but not entirely practical when you're cycling. And this tin, I thought this tin was rather nice actually. I thought I'd use it for something else. It's called a pocket tin, contains 2 white bars, it says, but no, it doesn't. It contains 1 bar. Oh, hang on, they're probably stuck together. Can you see that? Nice tin, might use it for something else. Not eating the mint cake yet. What else do we have here? Dextro Energy. Now I used to buy these from the pharmacy, and this expires 12/2019. Oh, so you can see I've eaten the packet. And if you have a look in here, they are. Sorry, just opening that up. I don't know if you can see that. They're white tablets, which I think are just sugar, actually. And I used to quite like these. I'd take them out on a ride with me and I'd eat some. Whether it does you any good or whether it gives you any energy, who knows? But they're very tasty, actually. They're quite nice. So I would recommend those. Not very expensive. What else have we got in here? An SIS protein bar. Now, I don't know about you, but I read all these bloody articles in the cycling magazine, and it tells you about nutrition and what to eat before and what to eat during and what to eat afterwards. And when you come back from a ride, you're supposed to re-protein, or whatever it's called. So you're supposed to have some protein. So I bought some of these bars, and they were quite tasty. This is called mint chocolate flavour. I've got one left. It expires 08/2018. By the way, I don't know about you, but I don't pay a great deal of attention to use by and expiry dates on energy bars. Perhaps I ought to. Perhaps you run out of energy when the energy bar expires. That might explain some of my recent performances on long rides. So anyway, I've got one left and might eat that one day after a long ride. My favourite food, not exactly food, my favourite thing to consume after I've been for a long ride is fridge chocolate milk, kids, which is an ideal combination of chocolate, milk, funnily enough. So you get proteins, you get carbs, you get sugar. It slips down very easily. There are other chocolate milks available, but fridge is the nicest. I think so. It's got the most chocolate in it. What else do we have? just rummaging around in my box here. Sorry, I did find something earlier. Now here's a packet of Kendal mint cake. Now I don't know if you can see that this is kind of all. Do you see that? It's kind of deformed. It's what's the word? Entropy? Is that it? Is this what happens to the universe? Ultimately, it ends up like a piece of deformed Kendal mint cake, possibly. Anyway, that's rather stuck in there. I don't know if you can see that, but can you see that? It's all stuck in there. So I might take that out on a ride someday. It says best before. Sorry. April 2019. I don't know why it says best before. There is so much sugar in this thing. They found, I don't know if you know this, they found a box of Kendal mint cake, like this tin, on the Titanic actually, and they tried it. Who was it? Kate Winslet, that's it. She tried it in the film, I think you'll find, and she enjoyed it very much. So it will last forever. Getting to the end of the box, kids, don't go away. This is a raisin brunch bar, multi-pack bar, not for resale. This is actually really just a chocolate bar that I have in my garage, which is rather tasty. Not ideal for going out cycling because it's got chocolate in it. It's rather nice, but it's soon going to fall apart. So the last thing I want to mention before you get fed up is this. And I've just bought this packet, which is why it's sort of like an unboxing, isn't it? Let me just open that packet for you there. And it is Electrolyte sports drink tablets, and these are high five. And again, a bit like gels, you need to try different electrolyte tablets to find the one you want. I tried the Science in Sport one, but I found that a little bit too kind of effervescent, too fizzy. It's a bit like eating a glass with some Steradent in it. You kind of froth at the mouth kind of thing. But these are very tasty. If I'm feeling a little short of money, I'll put one tablet in my bottle, and if I'm feeling flush, and I might be feeling flush now because I've bought 8 of these bottles, 8 of these tubes, and they contain, what do they contain? 20 tablets per tube. So that's 8 times 20, which is 80 times 2, 160. 160 tablets. So I could go for 160 rides using one tablet. I could go for 80 rides if I put 2 tablets in the bottle. I could go to four tablets. No, I'm getting confused now. If I put 3 tablets in a bottle, I could go for 60 rides. Unfortunately, my daughter takes these when she goes out for a ride, so they don't last as long. Anyway, but I find the high five tablets very nice, and this is berry flavour, very tasty. What else have I got here? Here is a little box of Haribo Star Mix, which probably came free with an order from Chain Reaction. May even have come free with this thing. I don't think it did actually. So they're quite useful because if you put them in your pocket, you've got half a dozen little chewy, sugary sweets in there, give you a little bit of extra energy on the ride. So lastly, what's this? This is another Power Bar Ride Energy. Don't know where I got that from. Probably got it free on a Sportive, and expires on 02/2020. So I've got time to use that. So there you are, guys. A little bit of it. The best food, by the way, is I make my own flapjacks, and I will do a separate video on my flapjacks because you're going to want to watch that because they are delicious. So hope you enjoyed that. Hope it helps you choose your own food, and if not, perhaps it helps you see what food I chose. And have a nice day. See you next time.